What's up, guys? It's your boy Suave here, and we got some more Tarkov drama news. It's never ending around here. It's never ending. Ever since BSG released this new bundle, the Unheard Edition, it's been a complete forest fire on Twitter for BSG. So one of BSG's I think head developers, somebody in the BSG community, has posted this on Reddit, and here we are again, day 3. So let me clarify the situation in a little more detail regarding owners of the EOD version and access to the cooperative mode and also other issues. First of all, PvE gameplay. This is not a DLC, so they're doubling down on this. I don't think that. I think it is no matter they got the problem that no matter what, at the end of the day, this is a DLC. It's just they need to figure out the parameters of their seasons and how long EOD covers seasons, like season pass. You know what I mean? Anyways, so here we go. This is not a DLC. The DLC is, our understanding, is the major addition to the game, including versions functionally and content that are released after the official release of the game as themed DLC packs. Scav Life DLC, for example, which would add a lot of new mechanics and content for Scav gameplay and leveling. Secondly, this specific functionality of the PvE mode is necessarily located entirely on a separate network infrastructure, because essentially you play on our servers only in closed mode. At this stage, it is not possible to launch all people who are EOD holders. Right now, we simply do not have the required amount of resources for this. Okay, so okay. See, I knew it. I called this out. They do not have the infrastructure to be able to handle everybody's server wise. Because here's the thing, this is something that a lot of people probably don't think about, is when you load into an Unheard Edition like offline raid, it's you and whoever your friends are. But it could be just you. You can run solo, but you are taking up that network slot. So you essentially, there is going to be, so there could be, 11 players on customs, right? It's like 11 or something like that. I mean, let's even use factory. There's a max of 5, 6, because if you bring in 5, you get one more. Yeah, so 6 players on factory. So that's 6 individual players at any one time, but that is taking up that server slot. So you have 6 profiles take in one server slot, right? Okay, well, if you're only one player now loading in, that's one server slot for just you. So it's harder for them to divide the whole community who's all playing at the same time. This type of game mode is going to take up more server slots. It makes sense. I mean, I could see that they're gonna need more infrastructure with something like this because it houses it. It's not on the client end. This is all housed. The thing is, this is not a client end running game. This is all running through their servers. So, secondly, the resources. So this is a funding issue too. They're looking for funding. They're looking for growing their infrastructures and getting ready for the release of the game. We observe your dissatisfaction and have decided that the functionality of the PvE mode will be available for free to all owners of the EOD version at the release of the game. Okay, so when's the release of the game? Some of these guys y'all EOD guys might be waiting till like another 8 months at least. Y'all could be waiting 8 years, That was when the last EOD came out, was like, 7, 8 years ago, That's... Y'all gonna be waiting. So this is kind of their way of doubling down, I guess. Is like, hey, we can't support everybody, but if you want to come, you can come now until we get the infrastructure. I mean, I don't think this is the best way that they do it, but it's a lot better than the first few ways they've done it. So, at least y'all are getting it for free. Y'all just gonna have to wait because they don't have the. I mean, at least they're being transparent about what their shortcomings are. Hey, we can't give it to everybody because we can't support it for everybody. So makes sense. Um, when the server infrastructure will be improved for the required capacity. Now you have the opportunity to test this mode by purchasing the Unheard edition of the game or upgrade to this version. We've also decided to give a 50% discount when upgrading to the Unheard edition from EOD. Oh, well, what about the ones who are already upgraded, not for 50% off? We plan to send one. Oh, here we go. We plan to see one free Left Behind edition key to everyone who has already upgraded to the Unheard at the old price of from the EOD version. Okay, so I get an extra key. So I got two for the price of one, essentially. So I guess I can give one to a friend. That's cool. I'll take that. I got some other friends that would be interested in playing the Unheard Edition. I'll just give one of them. I might give one away in stream. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Give it away on stream. That's probably the way to do it. Moreover, so that any player or of any version of the EFT can have the opportunity to test the PvE mode, we want to add the ability to purchase a separate early access to this mode. For EOD owners, we'll do a 70% discount on the purchase of early access to PvE. It would be interesting to hear your thoughts on that. Okay, so this isn't set in stone, but okay. Well, if this would have been the option, I would have kept EOD and then just upgraded and purchased this. That would have been the way that I would have done it because I didn't need the knife and all that other stuff. But nevertheless, I was excited for new content and want to support the game. It's obvious they're needing funding. At this point, we're on a GoFundMe route because of the L they took with Arena. They took an L with Arena, and to be quite frank, I don't think we should have got Arena for free, all of the EOD people. I mean, we got it for free, but I don't think we should have. I think it should have been it was a standalone game. It was Tarkov Arena. It wasn't Tarkov multiplayer and it's added into the game. It was its own standalone game, It's like it's like I don't know. I mean, Call of Duty gave away Warzone for free, but I mean, still, they're two separate games. Yeah, I mean, it's just two separate games. I don't think we ever should have got access to it for free, and rightfully so. It seems like it's almost crippled this company, them doing that. They literally gave it away for free. So I'm cool with it. I don't like Arena. Whenever they do the linking of the accounts, I'll probably play more of it, but I'm not big on the Arena thing. But they've taken an L with Arena. It's pretty evident. So, hey man, I mean, here's the thing you got to ask. Do you love the game? Do you enjoy playing this game? And do you want the game to continue? There's a lot of people out here that, I mean, even my comment sections, you guys are cooking me on YouTube and on Twitter. And hey, man, I appreciate y'all's opinions. Y'all got we got some passionate people out here, and I love it. But I will say that at some point, you're gonna have to grow up, and you're gonna have to think to yourself, okay, what if I could go around dictating what everybody did with their money? Pepsi would be out of business. Let me tell you that. I am tired of going and I'm tired of going to a restaurant and I'm like, hey, can I have a Coke Zero? And they're like, well, you got Pepsi. And I'm like, give me a Diet Dr. Pepper. You know what I mean? Like, I have to do this audible every time. But if I could dictate what other people did with their money, Pepsi would be out of business. And they're not. They're thriving. So nobody has the right to be dictating what other people do with their money. And honestly, I think that if you love this game and you want to support this game, you want to keep this game going, and you enjoy it, this is my favorite game to play after work. This is my favorite game to play with my friends. So of course we are gonna play this, and we've all got it, and we are all playing the offline mode, and we're having a great time. So if that ain't for you, then just don't buy it. Stop crying. That's the thing. There's a lot of whining out here. We got a lot of crybabies. You spent your money on that. You spent your money on that. Dude, grow up. Like, it's time to grow up. It's time to get out of your mom's basement. It's time to go upstairs. And it's time to get a grip. Okay? That's where we're at right now. Let's get a grip. Anyways, having said that, it's a lot of fun if you want to try the offline PvE PvE mode. It is a lot of fun, but was it worth it? I mean, said in my review that if you have EOD, it's probably not worth it unless if you're not going to play the offline mode. You know, if you're not going to play the offline mode, don't even consider it. But it's a lot of fun if you and a group of friends get it. If you're going to do it solo, it's pretty. I could see it getting stale. You know, playing the offline mode solo. It's a lot more fun with friends. So let's take a look here. At some of the back. Oh, Gray Zone. Here's another thing. Anybody who's excited for Gray Zone, they did release the pricing for, where is it? Here we go. We got the pricing for Gray Zone. Here we go. This is all the details here, and then there's the prices. So there is going to be a $99 supporter Gray Zone EOD account. So let's see here. There's been a lot of drama. Airwing, Landmark, everybody's really not happy with this. Even Trey's protesting the game. He's said he's donezo bunzo. It's a DLC. I mean, you know, that's the thing is they're gonna have to be more transparent on their parameters of what EOD is. You know what I mean? Like I don't think doubling down and saying, "Hey, this is a DLC," because it's a separate entity. You know, I think that would have worked with Arena, but it's not working with this because it's housed inside the same game. So switching over is not. I think they need to do the season thing, man. I think they need to say that the season deal. I mean, I don't know, man. It's a lot. It's a lot. Having said that, though, the game has not released yet, so yeah. I mean, we should have gotten some stuff, a lot more stuff with EOD. But I mean, it's been 8 years, man. I think the thing is the way they did it. See, I can look beyond this. The way they did this is not terrible PR. The way they've done this is terrible PR. But if you look past that and you can see that the reason, like, perceptively, I understand why they're doing that. Like, the business has to thrive. I mean, do you want to keep playing Tarkov? Well, it's, you know, you have to shed some coin eventually to keep this game running. Because, you know, I don't see it. It's not a sustainable, it's not sustainable. They can't just keep giving away things for free with EOD. They're going to, and then keep developing more stuff. You know what I mean? There's going to have to be an income revenue somewhere. Let's see. So, Jesse Kazam, such a great guy. I love Jesse. Okay, so some of the stuff is definitely moving in the right direction, but it's so clear that they don't understand any of the layers of why people are frustrated. Quadrupling down on this is not being DLC, even though they are giving it to EOD, is wild. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the nature of their communication is off. They continued it for EOD users, but it's still $250 for new players, right? They spend the money, we give them, get them to make Tarkov to make this PvE mode, and then they are telling us they don't have the resources to give it to everyone, so they need to sell it to people. They are saying they will make adjustments. Well, here's the thing with this is server space costs money, and so that's, I mean, if the more people buy it, then they'll just up their server space. That's the thing. I mean, I know we got some IT out. Other people who work in IT or have worked in IT out there that know that. I mean, server space, it costs money. So that's something that you're going to have to kind of understand that this game runs and has such a huge community that they're going to have to update the infrastructure to be able to support this. And kind of like what I was talking about earlier, this is demanding. You know what I mean? You're taking up one client slot to yourself running solo, you know? I mean, it can, if everybody's doing that, then yeah, it's gonna cause some stress on the system. Make adjustments to the Omega pay to win stuff like the radio and the stress tunes. We have no idea how those things work or what. Well, we do know how they work. You can dial it. It's supposed to be loud in game, so there is going to be a disadvantage of using it in game. There is going to be a disadvantage of using it because it's going to be loud and other players can hear it, but you get the advantage if you have a possibility of a friend coming in. So there is that. I mean, I think it's cool. I mean, let's get innovative. Let's try some things. I mean, I'm all about it. You know, if it sucks, just remove it. You know, I mean, or nerf it or change it. But let's try some things. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with innovation, man. Let's get things. Let's get the ball rolling. Finally, and most importantly, absolutely no mention of why continue to sacrifice the soul of the game by giving more gear and advantages to EOD and her when no one asked them to be, while your community is begging to give you more money through cosmetics. They are definitely some W's in this update. But yeah, I mean, so here's the thing. Yeah, I do see this begging for cosmetics. That right there could fund the game alone. And that's, I mean, you could sell skins, you can sell cosmetics, you can do anything. Gun skins, whatever, charms. People will buy that. People will buy the shit out of that. Like, but I mean, maybe they need to hire more development. You know, maybe they're needing a bigger infrastructure. I don't know. I don't know what their team is like. I don't know none of these guys personally. I just know I love this video game, and so that's kind of where we're at. Is like, maybe they don't have. Maybe that's what they're trying to invest in. They're trying to get more artistic users to be able to, or artistic employees to come in and design some stuff. You know, but we do need some skins is just gonna have to happen, and I'm talking like just wraps, like nothing crazy. We don't, Dragon Call of Duty shit. Like, you know what I mean? I don't need to be holding a freaking Kraken or something, dude. No, we're good. Let's just go ahead and let's move it in this direction and get some skins, buy stuff, funding. They need funding, so this is way to fund it. Yeah, I think the pay to win stuff. Honestly, I've never died to somebody in a game because they had a bigger gamma container than me. I never died to somebody in the game because they got a weapon box at the beginning of the wipe. I just don't. That's not something I really buy into. I don't. That's not pay to win. What you're getting in your stash isn't pay to win because I just can't. I can't buy into that. I can beat somebody in a gunfight who has 20 MDRs in their stash. It's not what you have in your stash doesn't pertain to what you brought into the raid with you. Now the other stuff like the increased skills and things like that. I mean, yeah, for sure. Even the sniper skill, like being able to get that quest, like you're going to be able to get that quest done so much easier now when level 5 sniper or level 6 sniper you need for the quest. You're going to be able to get that done so much easier now. So yeah, I mean, it is pay to win, for progression. But the thing with pay to win is you have to look at it from the aspect of, is it hurting other players? So if you're paying for progression for yourself, you're just shortchanging yourself and your experience in the game, So you're not really hurting other players. So that's kind of where pay to win. You got to look at the lines of pay to win. Like, am I paying for a gun that has a faster TTK and I'm going to be slamming lobbies? That's pay to win, things like that. So skills, yeah. I mean, strength. They didn't give us strength, or I can't remember all the skills they gave us. They gave us like crafting and hideout and stuff that's not like strength and endurance and stuff like that. But if it was strength, endurance, how long you can hold your gun up and ADS, yeah, that's pay to win. But I don't know about some of these other skills, maybe not so much. I don't know. Let me know y'all's thoughts. But this is the latest news on this Tarkov development. Let me see if I'm missing anything else. Let's see. We'll go through this comment section real quick and see the heat. The thing with them giving it when the game comes out is so funny, because when's the game coming out? When the full release is, So just admit that you messed up. I mean, yeah, I mean, if that's going to make how long till community noted? Oh, man. Yeah, they've gotten community noted. Oh, this was crazy. So, if you guys look at this. So this was a tweet. This thing, I 256 likes on this, but this is a guy who said, this is back in 2017, gonna upgrade to the top package tomorrow. How we don't buy again after the beta or the release loves. No, you do not need to buy anything at any stage. If you have EOD, you do not even pay for the DLCs in the future. You are all in for the all coming. That didn't age well. That did not age well at all, you know? So, I mean, they did clarify right here that we should be getting... This is somebody on their PR team. They need to come out and address that for sure. Because whoever's running this might be an old employee, whoever was running the social media at this time, yeah, this didn't age well. Did not age well for 2017. But anyways, let me know y'all's thoughts. Drop a like. Give me some comments. Let me know y'all's thoughts, man. I love seeing what we got here in the comments. And keep it nice, man. Some of y'all are cooking me in the comments section, man. I'm a dude. I'm just a working dude, man. Working dad. I just want a game after work, man. Let's keep it civil out here, okay? Just want to play my favorite game and keep it alive, all right? I don't want this game to die. If you love the game, you don't want it to die. I love this game. Come on. What else are we going to play? Are we going to protest this game and go play Call of Duty? Come on, guys. The hypocrisy has to end. Ah!